In the future, it's illegal for rich people to run. Realizing this, the man quickly stopped in his tracks. To keep people from figuring out he was just some poor guy who got rich overnight, he headed straight to a 5-star hotel and booked their most luxurious presidential suite. But weirdly, the front desk didn't ask for money. Instead, they scanned his wrist with some device and handed him a room key. Turns out, in the future, humans don't spend money anymore, they spend time. Everyone's born with a timer on their arm. It's not just currency, but also a countdown to their death. Once that timer hits 0, you die instantly. If you've got enough time, you can live forever. But most resources are still controlled by the rich. Poor people have to work their butts off just to earn enough time to survive. 3 days ago, Will was just another poor guy working at an electronics factory to stay alive. But the time he earned was barely enough to keep him going until the next day. And the company even cut his overtime pay. No matter how pissed off Will got, he had to suck it up, because if he got fired, he wouldn't even have time to look for another job. After work, Will went to a bar. There he randomly ran into some rich dude who was drowning his sorrows. He was shocked to see the guy had 100 years on his arm timer, but because he was showing off so much, people started eyeing him. Will, being a good guy, tried to warn the rich man to get out of there, but the guy just didn't care. Soon enough, a bunch of time thieves showed up at the bar. Everyone immediately got up and left. Everyone except the rich guy, who just stayed put. But before they could make their move, he said he needed to hit the bathroom. The thieves figured they had everything under control, so they didn't stop him. While the rich guy was puking in the bathroom, Will, who was hiding behind the door, suddenly jumped out and rescued him. To escape the thieves chasing them, they hid in an abandoned building and managed to get away. Will was curious why a rich person would come to a poor neighborhood, but after talking to him, he found out the truth. The guy had actually been alive for over 100 years. Under that young face was someone who was sick and tired of the world. Then Will heard a brutal truth from the rich man. The total amount of time in society is fixed. The only way for rich people to get more is by screwing over poor people's wages. This way, they control the population and keep society balanced. Will's face darkened as he listened, but then the rich guy suddenly asked him what he'd do if he had as much time as him. Will just glanced at the time between them and didn't answer.